नित्येश्वरि शुभजननी जननी जननी नित्येश्वरि शुभजननी जननी जननी नित्येश्वरि शुभजननी जगत्कारिणी परिपूरणी नित्येश्वरि शुभजननी जगत्कारिणी परिपूरणी नित्येश्वरि शुभजननी.
Yes. Any question you have now about the doubts, your root pattern? Whoever asks the doubt whether is this my root pattern, doubt is your root pattern. Understand? Sometimes the doubt and confusion becomes root pattern. Even if you know for sure this is the incident. What you felt when you are sharing your root pattern, enacting your root pattern with everyone? I'll listen to your sharings or questions. Come up to the mic.
Closer to the mic, Ma.
I had two memories of before age 3, and those both I have been reliving earlier also in process. I had strong emotions. I could not figure out which one was my root pattern. Secondly,
It is always the earliest is the root pattern. The earliest one which happened is the root pattern.
okay, and today, the emotions that I was reliving, it was taking a lot of time for me to concentrate and relive, which earlier happened little easily. And I was little frustrated. Why was that?
You only have to ask yourself. Here, it is just your involvement.
Because I put my enough effort sincerely, I wanted to get complete with
Surely
that.
not that. If you have put your effort, there cannot be difficulty. If you are feeling difficulty, you are putting your effort to feel difficult. See, one of the biggest problem you have is you enjoy your victimhood. You enjoy your struggle. You are not interested in the success. The struggle makes you so comfortable. And struggle gets you a lot of attention. So you enjoy your struggle. If you are putting effort and not successful, you are putting effort to be struggling.
Okay.
Let us call spade a spade. At least you will be clear. If you are expecting sympathy for your suffering, you will have sympathy, but you will never get out of suffering.
Gee. So, what I wanted to ask secondly was, in that earlier stage, the child hardly knows all the language and words and all that. So what
The
creates the
language may not be the words you are using now, but the feeling, the idea, identity starts from that time. If you translate what has happened at the time now into your language, that will be root pattern.
Okay. And also in that early age, Bhagwan, does really the child have all those strong negative ideas from this life, or it comes from the past life?
From the past life, the negative ideas don't come, but negative cognitions come. Cognitions are deeper than ideas. Surely the cognitions do come from the past, like biomemory.
Thank you.
Next.
Pranam Swamiji, this exercise was very nice today. Actually, I could get two incidents, but I focused and I took some time and I spoke to Janmatma Ma also. She told this is the pattern actually. In the pattern, what I observed was when I was around 4.5 years. We are four children actually. I'm the third. I'm the only son, and after me, my sister is there. So at that time, this incident somewhere in KGF it is. So my mother and father left me in the house, and they went without telling where they are going, along with my younger sister. So that incident was flashing back, and it was rewinding. And at that situation, I could see my elder brother was there, my cousin brother, and my sister were taking care of me. So after 2-3 days, my father and mother has up there come again. So these 2 days, I was having a feeling they left me alone and went. In the morning, when you told the first time when you get to know who you are, in the morning you told that was very nice. That's the first time I recognized me. So
That's the first time you move out of the oneness. See, when you are born, the oneness is the comfortable, cozy space. Unfortunately, the moment you identify you, for various reasons, you feel oneness is not a permanent practical possibility. Somehow you lose trust on operating from oneness. And you take the decision to be on your own. It's like a rebellious younger kid.
yes,
That is why you always like rebelling everybody. And you don't understand you need to rebel towards the spirit of rebel. See, no is great if it is from your powerfulness. But most of your no is out of your powerlessness and fear. If I say yes, I will not have my identity. You always feel, by saying no, you feel yourself something different, not powerful actually. Many times you know the no you are saying is only out of powerlessness, fear of losing your identity. Just because your dad says, you will say no. Just because your mom says, you will say no. You will not even bother whether it is good or bad, right or wrong. Just something said by person whom you don't like, no. No is on your tip of the tongue. Tip of the tongue that no is sitting. No is the Janmasani. It is like a Janmasani. Anything. If somebody whom you don't like, whom you have some prejudiced idea, concept, if they say something, that's it, no. And you do not see whether your no makes you powerful or powerless. Go ahead.
and one interesting thing I could recollect is these 2 days, the 2 days they were not there. The 2 days suffering, I could actually visualize that I am left alone. I do not know anybody. I am left alone. Actually, they never told me and went. At that age, they just went off. So when they came back, and they told, oh, see, he's strong, he's bold. He has been with them without any asking for us. Like that, they started telling. So actually, that time, what I recognized is that yes, I can manage. That yes, I am strong. I am very strong inside. So that cognition has kept on. But inside, that inner image is always that I am alone and left alone. Somebody that seeking has started from then. I've been seeking. Then who's the person who left me alone and went? So that cognition, very clear picture was there.
You can see your whole life is built on this.
Yes, Swami.
Anything. Now, having company is not going to work. Having an understanding why I felt left alone and completion with that feeling alone pattern will work. Actually, when this feeling alone pattern melts away, you will suddenly see that oneness is expressing in every cognition you have. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Even if you have a small headache, you will handle it from oneness. Your health, you will handle it from oneness. Your wealth, you will handle it from oneness. Understand? Somehow gain cosmic currency. I'll start your cosmic bank account before you leave the program. I'll open cosmic bank account for you. Oneness is the cosmic currency. That is the principle on which the whole spindle, where these 14 universes are placed, works. Understand? If you are habituated to think from oneness, cognize from oneness, you will not feel any shock, you will not feel something new when you go to the... See, death fear is nothing but you don't know what will be the next. Nobody will be afraid of death if you know the clear flight ticket and the video of where you are going to land and your room number. If all the bookings are done, if everything is ready, if you are sure about where you are going to go, will you be afraid? No. It is actually the fear of unknown is the death fear, not anything else. It's a fear of unknown, fear of losing the known and not knowing the future. That is where the whole thing is. And I tell you, when you start building this cosmic currency in your muscle memory and biomemory, suddenly you will see clearly where you are going to go, and there also the same tattva, same principle is only working, operating. So you will be so clear that your room is booked, flight is booked, everything is reserved, and you will know how you are going to function, how you are going to proceed, how you are going to move, what is the principles with which things move. Hey, you can switch off this, no need. This can be switched off. Let that be there, switch off this. You will know the principle on which things will be functioning in your further transition. So how many of you understand the fear of death is not about death, it is about fear of unknown. That's all. Now, when you start catching up with the oneness, suddenly you will even see clearly what is going to be your transition and why you are deciding where you want to move. See, actually you decide whether you want to be in Kailasa or you want to be in slum. The cosmic slum is the Batala. Understand? In Chennai or Bangalore or Calcutta, you can choose whether you want to be in slum or in urban or rural or in temple or in Kailasa, because all these cities have everything from Kailasa to the dustbin. You choose where you want to be. The universe also has all the 14 spaces, 11 dimension. You decide what you cognize as pleasure, what do you cognize as the homely feeling. I have seen sometimes people living in the slums for quite a long time, they feel very uncomfortable in the decent homes and feel lonely if they are given good houses. Government gives houses and within 2 months they are back to their slum. They feel, oh, this is so comfortable and so many friends all around. Ramakrishna tells beautifully, if you take the fly which always is in the dirt and leave it in the rice, it will die in 1 hour. Because it cannot eat rice, it can only eat shit. Now many people feel that they need that spicy stories and that kind of an atmosphere. So first thing, the cosmic currency, when you start building, you will become clear about where you are going to be. You will become clear why you want to be, and you will also start building your power to reach to the higher frequencies. So when you know the whole game of transition, understanding this principle of oneness, cosmic currency, and the whole game of transition liberates you from all bondages. Then you will simply know your will is enough either to reach Kailasa or to reach Batala. Patala is the lowest form of existence. Whether you want to be in the lowest form of existence or in the highest form of existence, you decide. And I tell you, with this completion, you will start seeing, actually I am going to initiate all of you powerfully. I am going to put this oneness forcibly back into you. I just need your yes, that's all, nothing else.